Okay, shalom, shalom, kwam yasha'Allah, koholoyimla, Yahweh, H.I.M Bahashem Rachahadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Jacqueline the Waf. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And as you can see here, this is the girl school shooter. And you know, when it comes to these Edomites, man, they try and make them, they paint a picture of them, you know, being all lovely and righteous, and you know, because had this been a so-called black girl, they'd have had every Facebook picture of her from fucking preschool all the way up to whatever grade she was in, you know. You know, every video, you know what I'm saying? They'd have painted her in a dark way, so to speak. But look at this. When I seen this on the news, this is the very picture I seen on the news. I'm like, you know, they just showing her like, she's just lovely. She didn't really mean to do what she done. But anyway, I wanted to touch on this part of the conversation, so to speak, here. But this is from the New York Post. It says the teacher killed by Wisconsin school shooter Natalie Rupnow was subbing for regular teacher away on vacation. See? So now let's get a scripture on that real quick. Because she was in the right place at the right time. Because, you know, you'll have people, she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You hear those types of sayings. But no, everyone is exactly where they're supposed to be. Right on point. Everything that you see around you was already written. Proverbs 20:24 says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Now, had that teacher had free will, like how these people be talking about free will, she wouldn't have been there. Because she would have had known that today there's going to be some crazy that's going to come in here and gun down some people. So there's no such thing as free will as well. But let's get some of the story. It says the 15-year-old who shot up the Wisconsin Christian school killed the substitute teacher who was covering for another educator who had gone on vacation this week. Hey, that's a spirit, man. Natalie Rupnow gunned down the substitute, another teenager, and wounded 5 others before taking her own life in a mass shooting at the Abundant Life Christian School in Madison on Tuesday. It's just a real bad look for you Edomites, man, in the way that this place is falling. But the man is saying that son of perdition must be revealed. And it's being revealed even through your women. It says the substitute teacher was running a study hall for students when Rupnow barged in and started pulling the trigger. Lyndsay O'Connor, whose daughter and son attend the Abundant Life Christian Academy in Madison, told Wisconsin Right Now. The teacher died protecting her class. Many more lives could have been taken. She sent off multiple rounds. She said the teen shooter was very much to herself and was known for wearing a collared shirt with a tie, jeans, and combat boots to school, the mom said. Rupnow weirded out her daughter, Mackenzie, who had a messy locker next to Rupnow's, but she decided to be nice to her a month into school and to begin to talking to her, O'Connor said. Rupnow was known to her classmates as Samantha or Sam and regularly pounded energy drinks. She was described by O'Connor as an odd version of Preppy in a way, whose group of friends would dress up in shirts and ties. The parent added that Rupnow did not have many friends and was very isolated. The killer had also appeared to have a troubled home life and was constantly texting her boyfriend, who she said she had met over the internet and was from Germany, the mother said. Weirdos. She died a broken girl. She died unheard. See, this is how you see. This is how they paint the picture of their people when they're plastered on their news. Because really, in reality, they try and shun away from actually even giving you a picture of who these people are. It takes them, eventually you'll get a picture of them, but it's not as quick as it would be if this was a so-called black person. Right? It says she died a broken girl, she died unheard, and she found solace in a bunch of people who don't promote goodness, O'Connor said. Any other time, you would just be called, oh, she's vicious. Just a vicious, treacherous. But see, they're going to give her the sweetheart. They showing her like she's the sweetheart, man. You see it in the picture. She all hugged up with the dogs, in the background. That's the same way that they done, matter of fact, all these school shooters. They show these little cute pictures of them when they was, 6 or 7 years old, and, they're broken. You see what I'm saying? But that's all crafty counsel, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Let's get that real quick. That's all crafty counsel. You're dealing with Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, man. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. See, we're not ignorant of the fact that he uses that enchantment, or that, that throw the rock and hide your hand behind your back technique to the T, man. This is what he does. He doesn't want you to see and know all the violence that he's doing in the earth. Because soon as you hear school shooting, the first thing that pops in your mind, the first race of people that pops in your mind is them. You can't get around it. Even with them, they had to it's another one. And matter of fact, I was looking at a news conference yesterday on it, because, it's plastered over all these news conferences. News channels, right? And, as they had a couple of so-called black sheriffs of, men of law, there. But I'm looking at the people in the background where the chief of police is giving the announcement on it. And you got these so-called white officers, with their heads down, kind of with the blush face, with the redness showing through their face, because they're not actually white. They're actually pinkish to reddish in color, and just embarrassed. I could see the embarrassment on their face. While the so-called black men, they had their heads held high, like, as if they were, like they know something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know who's doing what and what. But the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are always plastered across the TV, man, for being the worst criminals ever. But really, in reality, it's not us, man. it's not us, man. Just between, when you look at what Russia, Ukraine got going on, Israel, and of course, the Gaza and all this other shit. Hey, these people have done deleted a lot of fucking people this year. Not to mention just over the course of all the centuries, basically, that these fuckers have been at war. But a lot of people, they deleted a lot of people this year, man. They talking about at least 1 million Ukrainians that got killed. This all white on white crime. Then you got I guess, where is this? I think it's is it Ireland? I think it's Ireland, where Israel is supposed to be taking out the embassy from they're closing down the embassy in Ireland because supposedly Ireland is anti-Semitic because they not with Israel killing children. With no problems neither. You know what I'm saying? They've been over there, they'll bomb a goddamn school or a hospital with 100 people in there, women and children, just to get one guy. But anyway, that's another story. But we're not ignorant of Satan's devices as to how he try and flip the narrative and make it seem. Let me go back to the picture. Look at her right here. They're not gonna, let me see here. Look at her. Now, why would they have a picture of her with the dog like that? That's the only picture they had of this girl. Now, mind you, they got the picture of her at the gun range. This is the picture you should have had up right here. She at the gun range right there. Why we need this side by side? Why don't you just show her at the gun range? And that's just like with this shooter here in Michigan. They didn't come out until later. They had the video of him being in the gun range with his mama. You know what I'm saying? Shooting the very weapon that he shot up the school with at the gun range. They got him a gun, I think, for Christmas or some shit. So why they got this little, this hugged up, see, that's all crafty counsel, man. Because this is what they don't want. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Before the Lord's coming, the man of sin, the son of perdition, must be revealed. And that's going off to Esau, Edom, the Idumeans. This is a race of people that come from one man. And they are the physical counterpart of Satan on the planet, man. These people are the wicked. They keep talking about, we need more, metal detectors. We need more security. We need more of this. We need more of that. Well, why don't you stop making all these goddamn guns? Nope, he's not going to stop doing that, because one of the other indicators that tells you who this man is that he was gifted with the sword. He was blessed with the gift of the sword. Today, that modern day sword would be a gun, or his nuclear might, his Black Hawk helicopters, his stealth bombers and shit like that. He's just perfected. This man went from probably, an old ass, jagged rock to fuck somebody up with, and he done perfected it all the way throughout time to the point of a nuclear weapon, man, that can take out a continent. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on the fact, I know this, just moving in the spirit, because I wanted to touch on the fact that this teacher, this sub, she was subbed in for a reason. She was subbed in to be judged. And they not showing any of these people neither. That's the crazy part too. They're not, I seen a news conference also yesterday. Some, of course, it ain't nothing but a bunch of damn women seem like they running shit. But the lady standing up there and she mad because the reporters asking her questions about, the victims, and, and she just outburst. She don't even have no kids herself. She literally says she has no kids herself. Well, she just got this big outburst. Why don't you just leave it alone and let the people grieve? Like, these are damn journalists, man. They there to find out the story, to give the story to the people. You still ain't seen this teacher. You still ain't seen none of these students. But what was that? The last school shooting with the I think this was the little so-called transformer, the little tranny or whatever, in the school. When she shot up the damn school, they had a so-called black boy on the front of the picture as if he was the one that shot the damn school up. Another way of crafty counsel with Esau. But we'll see, though. They may eventually show some victims on this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. They're going to have to, though. At some point, they're going to have to show somebody. But look at this lovely picture. She's just with her dogs. That big smile on her face. She's broken. She was just with the wrong people. That bullshit. They going to give you that sweetheart shit. Like, no, this motherfucker viciously ran in and done some. You trying to tell me this, at this age, you don't know no better? And that's the way that Esau pushed it, too. If she had been still alive, they'd have ran on the insanity verdict. The insanity defense. Oh, she was insane. She just had a breakdown. She had a meltdown. She had a moment. But anyway, man, be circumspect, because the days are evil. And that don't make no, it doesn't matter where you go. You need to be praying without ceasing. Praying to the Lord when you're out and about in public, especially right about now with all this bullshit holiday shit going on. Where they talking about this supposed to be the season of peace, but it's a bunch of goddamn demonic shit going on. Everybody out here robbing, stealing, killing, trying to get some gifts for some badass kids like this right here. But anyway, I'm going to end out there, man. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Hey, there's no such thing as free will. This lady was exactly where she was supposed to be, right at the right time, because the Lord is the one. Let me get another one. The Lord is the one that kills and makes alive, man. Matter of fact, let's get this one too. Let me get where's it at? Ecclesiastes 8:8. It says, there is no man that had power over the spirit to retain the spirit. You know why? Because you don't have free will. If you have free will, everybody will, move about without dying. It says, there is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit. Neither hath he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. So everybody was right where they were supposed to be, right at the right time to get the judgment that the Lord sent forth, man. Just is what it is. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Yeah, you're going to see a lot more deletions over this holiday period, too. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. See? If you had free will, this so-called free will, you could easily get out of the hands of the Lord. The Lord clearly says there's no discharge in that war, buddy. You don't have no power to retain your spirit. The Lord is in control of who lives and dies, man. Let's get another one. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. See? And these those scriptures that you don't hear in the Christian church. Here's another one. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? The Lord set all that up, man. You're not getting around it. Let's get Isaiah 45 and 7. These are just some of the, the classics, man, that, they don't come out in the Christian church. And these things are not taught, so people running throughout the earth just on some bullshit, talking about they saved by grace already. And they don't understand that the Lord is judging people on a day-to-day basis, man, for wickedness. Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Not getting around that, man. Get one in the Apocrypha. And then also they kept saying allegedly she done allegedly. Like, okay, there's another suspect? All the news stories, I'm looking like, well, why they keep saying that? They don't know for a fact that she actually done this shit? They have do they not have the weapon that she shot up the school with and supposedly killed herself with? Allegedly. I'm looking at like, bro. But that lets you know that's all crafty counsel. Esau does not want to be on TV being seen as being brutal. He's been trying to hide that for a long time. But the truth is coming out as to who this man really is, man. And the Lord got that sense of humor, man. He's showing it through your daughters. So if your daughters can run through to a school and do some shit like that, just think about these men. The ones that actually make it through school and actually get to these CEO jobs and all this other shit. The ones that's actually, just in positions right now where, just psychopathic as hell, man. But got on a suit and tie. Acting as if he's just this righteous man. I'm telling you, bro. Scary. Let's get this one in the Apocrypha real quick. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28, it says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So the Lord created spirits to appease his wrath, man. Now, the Lord's ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. Why he do stuff like that? We don't know. But we don't know, the details as to, what went down. Because, the Lord he's without time, man. There's no time limit or time period with the Lord, man. He could judge you from some shit you done 20 years ago. Easy. But it goes on to say, these are some of the spirits that he created for vengeance right here. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts. You've been hearing about a lot of people been getting mauled up by their own pets and shit. And scorpions, serpents. Shit, I just seen a story last week where, a damn snake swallowed up a woman, man, somewhere. Damn anaconda or some shit with them big ass snakes. But it says, serpents and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. And that's scary. Where you got spirits that the Lord created to actually get down on people. Not just grown-ups, little kids too. So this is who you're dealing with. You're dealing with the one that created all things. And then people with their little silly, puny-ass mind, want to get to try and, thinking that the Lord is somehow on their level and thinking like they think. That's why that scripture says that the Lord's, let me get it real quick. Isaiah 55:8, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. You ain't on no level with the Lord, man, to be talking about why did he do it, why? All that, come on, bro. And then, get out here and all of a sudden you so pissed with the Lord. I'm mad with the Lord. Like, what you about to do to the Lord? You better just accept that judgment, man. I think it was Ezekiel. I think his wife ended up dying. The Lord told him not to cry for that. Don't even cry for her. A couple of situations like that in the scriptures, man. And that lets you know, too, man, we're going in a time period of being stern and austere. You're going to have to just be hardcore out here, man. Not falling for the bullshit. All that, moving in emotions and letting emotional people move you and your emotions and all that. Nah, man. We coming to a point where that shit is about a wrap. That's over with. You're going to have to move with a lot more sternness out here, man, because these days are evil. But I'm going to end out there, man. Let's go back to the picture of her with the cute dog. This shit is retarded, bro. But this is what Esau been doing for a long, long time, and people done start to catch on to this shit. This type of stuff right here, where they showing these so-called white kids that's killing all these people to be these sweet little victimless people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the victim. Come on, bro. Just call a spade a spade. And that's what we're doing right now, man. By, again, this is prophecy that the man of sin, son of perdition, be revealed. But with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwame Shala on the Bible Ball.